Hey Jacob, congratulations on graduating this semester. It's really exciting and really proud of you. And you're one of the hardest workers that I've met in their studies and stuff. And so, really excited for what God has planned for you in your future job with Leggett and Platt. And I just pray that it'll continue to go well and that you'll honor God with it. Again, congratulations from me, Bethany, and Briella, and so she just wants to say congratulations! Yay!
Oh, she spit up.
Yo, what's up, Jacob? You finally did it, dude. 4 hard years at S&T. Super proud of you, man. Takes a lot of work. I still remember the first time we met, small group my freshman year with Joe Babcock. Those were some good times. It was a pretty good small group. But yeah, man, especially manufacturing. When you were my TA, not gonna lie, I kind of sucked at making my parts, but you always came in clutch, helped me out. Also, when we went on that float trip together in the canoe, had some fun times, crashing and burning all the time. Like, hey Jacob, I know we haven't known each other that long, but it was really nice meeting you and talking about the Old Testament in my small group. I know you've been here a while, and I'm super excited to see what you can do in the future. I pray that you have a good...
Hey Jacob, it's been really nice being your friend, man, and I really hope that when you go off to Leggett and Platt, I hope that you remember us and keep the things in mind that we experienced here together. Dude, it's been great just being able to go to Catalyst, and then after Catalyst going to Sonic and just having a good time. And I really hope that you're successful in life and, pursue Christ and stick with that. And man, we love you. Best of luck.
That was pretty fun, crashing, burning, trying to get out of the canoe all the time.
Bang, 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 bang,
yeah, that was
bang,
pretty sick,
bang,
you know
bang,
what I'm
bang,
saying,
bang,
dude?
bang,
That's what I'm talking
bang,
about.
bang,
Yeah,
bang.
dude, yeah.
What's up, Austin, you little freak? No, man. Sorry, I can't hang out tonight. No. 4 months? Yeah, 4 months. Call me back in 4 months. I should be free then. What am I doing? Ministry. Don't worry, ministry.
Oh, hey Lindsay. I love you so much. I hope you know that. I can't wait to go back home and see you this weekend, and the next weekend, and the weekend after that, and the weekend after that, and just every single weekend. I love you so much. I was gonna hang out with Austin this weekend, but I told him that we were doing suppository stuff this weekend, so I wasn't able to do that. But, oh, I just pooped my pants. Gotta go.
What's going on, brother? I'm at the house. Ow! Were we supposed to meet today? Oh, that's my bad. I'll love you forever. Together. Because we're brothers. Goodbye, Austin.
I'm dead. I'm literally worst. I'm the worst at Apex. Nobody's ever been worse than me. I'm pissed. Austin, I don't know what I'm gonna do. She wants to hang out all the time. The other one says I'm a guest. They don't make any sense. They're real. And you're graduating now? Who am I gonna hang out with? This guy? No thanks.
Hey, is Mariah here? Austin. Thanks for never gaslighting me, man. You're incredibly straightforward. Yeah, oh, did I tell you that Annie ghosted me again? You're just incredible and a great roommate. And I'd come with you to St. Louis, but, well, I can't. You're always like the dad I wish I wanted or had. Don't really know what that feels like. And last update on life. Oh, Costa Rica with mom, ballroom dancing tonight. See ya.
Hey Austin, It's your buddy Dan McConnell, and I'm making this video because I want you to know how much I love you and how much I've needed you over this past years. People look at me and think I'm a real tough guy due to my distrust of the government and constant need to have a firearm on me, but that really stems from a lack of a strong figure in my life, and I really feel like you've filled that void really well. I really needed your burliness and your manliness in my life. It makes me feel all nice and cozy. But congrats on graduating, and you'll always be daddy.
Man, I love winter and Easter and Christmas music. Man, I just love the holidays. Me and Maria Austin, we just loved hanging out with you every minute. I love you a lot, but not quite as much as my Nick Daddies, but you're pretty up there, dude. I love you, man. Just great to hang out with you.
¡Sheesh! Oye, güey, yo me acuerdo muy bien en aquel entonces cuando llegué aquí y se conocía a Austin y estaba diciendo yo que toco el bajo y de pum, 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 pum.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Hey Blake, congratulations on making it to graduation 1 of 2. You should be grateful that I'm doing this video for you because it's incredibly awkward to sit here and film yourself, but I just want you to know that I'm really proud of you and how far you've come, and I've been really blessed by your friendship. I hope that you savor the IMs over the next year, because after this, adult life starts and they're not as easy to find. I've looked. And I hope that you continue to bring joy and laughter to all the people around you for the next year, and thank you so much for doing that for me during my time in Rolla. Good luck.
I can't believe Blake finally graduated.
Yeah.
And he decided to stay for even more school?
Yeah.
Blake, in honor of you finally graduating, it's time to get big. Okay. You're done, boys.
Hey Blake, the biggest thing I appreciate about you is just your willingness to have fun, but you're so willing to just sit down and have a serious conversation, and that's something I always appreciate about you.
Blake, I just want to thank you for being my mentor, always being there for me, and encouraging me, and just having fun with me, and making my first semester of college great.
Hey Blake, congrats on graduating. I look forward to spending another year with you, suffering through more civil classes, because we all know that's the hardest major. I hope you get plenty more IM shirts with me, and maybe if you keep on working hard, you might get your bench up to mine.
Blake, we've lived in 113 for a long time. There's definitely been a lot of highs in that time. I can't imagine my life without you at this point. I thank you for everything. I thank you for the influence you've been in my life.
Blake, thanks for always giving me advice if I ever needed it, and always being ready to vibe, and also get beaten Wii golf when the time comes.
Hey Blake, do you remember when you made all these sticky notes for me that says, I love you, Mommy, you're my true love, you're fun, I love you, Mommy, so much? Well, I saved all 23 years of these, and they're on my credenza at Bot Radio. So I just wanted to tell you, Blake, that I love you. And congratulations on straight A's at civil engineering. Who would have ever thought my little boy would graduate college?
Yeah. That's right there. Gosh, bro, I miss you so much.
Babe?
What? Oh, what?
Are you crying?
I mean, what? No, I'm not crying.
What are you doing?
You're not supposed to be home right now.
I got home early.
You should let me know these.
Are you watching Chet and Thad?
Do you know them? I mean, yeah, I know. They're pretty cool, right? Wait. I have such a good idea. All right, put the hat on backwards. All right, it's showtime. Whenever I say, my name is Chet, you need to say just like this, and I'm Thod.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. What's up, CCF? My name is Chet.
And I'm Thad.
What the heck was that?
I'm trying.
No, that was nothing like Blake. It's not at all what we talked about.
You really need to stop comparing him to me.
He's all I had.
I will be king, and you will be queen. Though nothing will drive us away, how we can be heroes.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this a lot, and I really haven't addressed CCF in a way like this before. I know I'm known as a joking guy and stuff, and I do love my jokes, and Dan especially. But when I was thinking about what to say, I just wanted to say what impacted me the most during my time here at college, and that's definitely joining a local church. I don't think anything could have compared to that, to be honest. Especially Mosaic. There's many great churches, but I belong to there. And there are people here in town that want to get to know you, and take advantage of that 100%. Submit to discipleship and love the Lord. That's all I really gotta say.
What's up, everybody? My train of thought is totally derailed, so we'll see how this goes. But, so I just wanted to share the thing that I've been learning the most since I've been in college, and that is shifting my identity from a self-centered mentality to a Christ-centered mentality. As the officers know, I wasn't really invested in my spiritual disciplines when I first got here. I barely read my Bible at all, didn't really have a prayer life, anything like that. I went to Christian schools for my entire life, and even coming here, the whole structure of your faith is built around you, which is awesome, but it also kind of hinders your faith being made your own a little bit. So that really affected me when I went on co-op at the same time as COVID, because I was basically by myself for 6 months, and I was like, wow, I have zero community, and really I could either choose to invest in my relationship with God now while I'm alone, or it can just totally derail, I can backslide. So basically I made the decision to invest in my faith, and kind of started to get those routines underhand. And as that was happening, I was thinking more of wow, I am a very selfish person, very prideful person, and that needs to change. So if you've ever been raised in a Christian home or in a church with your family and your faith, it's all handed to you, so you're kind of more thinking that my faith is more of what can God do for me instead of what can God do for me instead of who God is, if that makes sense. I know I butchered that, but I've just kind of been starting to shift more into I want to worship God, and I want to pursue a relationship with Him because of who He is and because of what He's done for me on the cross, rather than oh, I'm panicking for this next test, so I'm going to pray really hard that I do well. So yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience, and hopefully it can affect you guys. Just make sure that you're worshiping God for the right reasons and not for selfish reasons, because we can definitely all fall into that trap, and it's not good for your faith, it's not good for spreading your faith to other people. But when you get that deep root of I am a child of God, it changes everything. The amount of peace that comes into your life is life-changing. So that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Not much of a public speaker. Guess I'll follow kind of coming here. I came here a couple years ago, transfer student. That was my first time away from home. That was a big change for me. I grew up in a Christian household. Stepping out of that and finding local church, guys, has been a huge help. There's a sense of community place. Keep centered on that. And guys.
All right, guys, let's hear it up for the grads one more time. Congratulations to you three. Come up here just a little closer because I'll talk to you guys. And since there's only 3 of you, I can actually talk to you guys. But we're super proud of you guys. As you can see, there's a lot of people here, friends that wanted to come and support you guys. And even if they didn't, they acted like it and they did a good job, right? Let's hear it up for everybody else. All right, that was enough. So yeah, we're super proud of you guys. You guys have done a lot. You guys are graduating from Missouri S&T, which is not an easy school, at least from what I hear. It's what you guys keep telling me for about 7 years here. But it's not an easy school to graduate from. You guys have done a lot. But even outside of your schooling, you guys have been a huge part of this community, both in churches and in CCF and even in the local community. You guys are guys that have been active, that you guys have done stuff. You've been culture shapers and makers in a lot of different ways. And this is really a special time for us, and especially as a staff each semester, for us to kind of, us and the officers, to kind of throw this party for you guys and just celebrate you guys. And there's not a whole lot of times in your life where you really get to celebrate your accomplishments and kind of look at the past and see what you've accomplished while also looking forward. And so as you approach graduation tonight and many more things, your actual graduation, maybe you have family come in and all that, really enjoy it and take it for what it is, have a lot of fun with it, and start looking towards the future and be proud of what you guys have accomplished. As a staff, we get a unique perspective. We get to see you guys coming in as little baby freshmen who don't know how to read their Bibles. Austin still looked like he was about to go into the NFL, but he was younger. He was younger back then and less mature. But we get to see you guys really come a long way, and it's a really unique perspective, and it is awesome to be just a small part of that with you guys. And I can say, and I can speak for the staff, we are very proud of you three. And as is kind of a tradition, I'd like to leave you guys with a challenge. And since the 3 of you are all guys, I picked a specific verse that I wanted to read to you guys. And it's 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verses 13 through 14. It says, "Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Let all that you do be done in love." So be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Let all that you do be done in love. And kind of jumping off of this verse, I find 3 really important things here that I think this verse really pushes into, and I think should be part of your guys' call as men as you enter into the next phase of your life. And the first thing that I want to challenge you guys to do is to take hold of the responsibilities that God has placed in your life right now and then as they come into your life. And normally when we think about responsibilities, you think like, okay, job or school, but really just about everything that God has placed in your life is some level of responsibility. You have a responsibility to your family. You have responsibility to be good brothers, good sons. You have responsibilities to your friends, your community here. You have a responsibility to leave well, even as you're leaving your church communities and leaving your CCF community or staying another year. Why are we even doing this, Blake? But you guys have a lot of responsibilities in your lives, and you'll have more, and God will bring you more. And just like the parable of the men with the talents, that the master goes away and he comes back, and the ones that invested it properly, he said to one who is given a little, much more will be given. And that's how God wants to treat you guys. And he wants to see you guys taking hold of these responsibilities in your life and using them for his glory. And God will use you guys in very unique ways if you're willing to do that, if you're willing and ready to accept these responsibilities. And there will be times in your life where you'll look and you'll say, you know, it might not be fair how many responsibilities I have or how many things God has placed on my plate. Or you might look around and say, well, other people have less and whatever, right? But it doesn't really matter. As men and as Christians, as believers, you want to take hold of these things that God's placed in your life and allow God to use you uniquely in every area of life, whether you're in transition, whether you're moving and starting a new community, whether you're here a little bit longer, whether you're going back maybe closer to family, whatever that may be, God's going to use you in very unique ways. The second thing that I want to bring from this verse, as we look, it says, be watchful, stand firm in the faith. And I want to challenge you guys to contend for the faith. Now, what does it mean to contend for the faith? Paul talks about being unashamed of the gospel. And I think in a culture that we live in that is increasingly more and more so, not even just rejecting of Christianity and of the Bible and of Jesus' message of the gospel, but even just in a complete rejection of what is true and what is right and what is good. You guys are going to be moving into that culture. You're going to be living in the rest of your lives in a culture that is pushing away from everything that is good, that is right, and is exchanging the truth for a lie, as Paul says in Romans. And so I want to challenge you guys to contend for the faith, to be leaders in your communities, leaders in your families, leaders in your homes, leaders in your churches, contending for the faith, contending for what is right, contending for what is true, contending for what is good. And that will be part of your call as men. The last thing that I want to challenge you guys that comes from this verse here in 1 Corinthians chapter 16, he says, be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Act like men, be strong. What does that mean, be strong, right? It's like, is Paul saying we need to hit the gym a little bit more? Maybe, but probably not only that, right? So what does he mean, be strong? Well, I think part of being strong, and especially as a man, is to acknowledge that there's going to be weights that are put on your shoulders. Some of those things are going to be emotional. Some of those things are going to be physical. Some of those things are going to be spiritual. But here's the key. If you guys are going to be emulating Jesus Christ, you can't be weak. You can't. When Jesus went to the cross and he laid down his life, right? And when he was struggling with going to the cross, he said, if I needed to, if I wanted to, I could have 10,000 leagues of angels at my side. But what did he do? He went forward with what is good, with what is right, what is true. He went forward with the Father's will willingly. And so there will be times where you'll be called to be strong, but there will be times when you'll be called to sacrificially lay aside that strength, those abilities, those talents, whatever it is that you have. There will be times when you will sacrificially lay that down. But if you're not strong, you can't lay it down. You're just blown around by the wind, okay? And in a culture like ours, you're going to be blown around into some pretty bad places if you're not strong, if you're not willing to contend for the faith, and if you're not building yourself into a model of who Christ wants you to be. And so I want to challenge you guys to remember this verse. Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Let all that you do be done in love. We're really proud of you guys. We're super happy to be able to celebrate tonight with you. And I want to invite the three people I asked to pray to come up here onto the stage. You guys can stay right here. And then I'd like to invite everybody else as well to actually move over here just a little bit. To come on up, and if you'd like to lay hands on our graduates here, and we'll enter into a time of prayer for them. So come on up here.
Dear God, we come before you today just thanking you for your goodness through the growth that these men have seen in these past years at college. And I just thank you for how you are faithful to us, whatever stage of life we are in. And I thank you that as they go forward into the next steps, that they will continue to be reminded of your faithfulness and your goodness, and just to seek you and pursue you in all they do. I just lift up Austin and Blake, Jacob to you, and pray that they would be strong and take courage and find communities and just contend for your faith, because that's what we're here to do. In Jesus' name.
Lord, I want to lift up these grads to you as they enter in this next phase of their life. Lord, I thank you so much for the blessing that they've been into this community, SCCF, but then their community surrounding them, Lord. I pray that they continue to find good community and a church that blesses them as they bless the others around them, Lord. I pray that they continue to have guidance with you and confidence in their walk in Christ, Lord, and that they continue to have an impact on others around them as they serve you.
God, I thank you for Austin and Blake and Jacob, giving us these three strong men. I thank you for letting them be peers, encouragers, and leaders in their faith and in CCH. I pray that you would continue to help them grow in their faith and be God-fearing men. I pray for this crazy time that you would just give their hearts ease wherever they end up, and that you'd help them be established in their faith and in their community and pour out to others. In Jesus' name, amen.
That is it. You are free to go. Please feel free to sign the frames if you haven't. Do whatever. Please take some food with you if you would like. There's still a lot. And the three grads, can we get a picture of you? That is it. Thank you for coming.